Hello, Awifians. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening to you all. I hope you are well. I hope you can hear me and see me well. Please give me a thumbs up if you can hear me wherever you are. If this is the very first time you're watching me live, my name is Lillian Mole. I am the founder and CEO of the African Women's Economic and Entrepreneurship Forum, the place where we challenge the status quo for economic advancement of African women worldwide. Today is a glorious day. Many of you sent a message asking, Lillian, we don't understand the topic. Why are we talking about Elon Musk and Twitter? And I think it's an interesting question. You're right. Why are we? Why? How does that affect us? I mean, we are African women. We just want to get financial freedom. However, I think it's an interesting topic to talk about because our ego, the mistakes we make, the business transactions we make might land us into trouble if we do not do our due diligence. How many times have you gone into a venture and you think, my goodness, what a mistake that was? How many times have we gone into a venture without asking the right question? So, what is this story about? Now, this famous rich person called Elon Musk is trying to buy Twitter. We all know that. So, these are the details that we have. In April, he reached a deal to buy Twitter at 54.20 a share. But the Tesla CEO said in May, the deal cannot progress until the platform proves that fewer than 5% of its users are fake or spam account. You should have investigated that before. So I think he's just trying to play with time. He's trying to play with words because I think he understands now that was trying to buy this thing for too much. Was it an ego decision? What went through his mind? Again, let's talk about Elon Musk. He's we know he's I think the second richest person in the world or the first. But let's not get confused. Let's understand the difference between wealth and what you are estimated to have as wealth. Wealth is what I mean, for in his case, he has wealth, yes, in stocks, in options, in real estate, and so many things. So the amount he's trying to buy Twitter for doesn't mean he has that amount sitting in his bank account. He's probably going to the bank and say, I'm worth this, I have this share, so give me this certain amount of money. It's important for us women to understand the language, to start understanding when men speak what they are talking about. It's important for us to read the details. It's important for us to start to change our conversation, the conversation we have, the language, the technical words. Do not tell me because you're a woman, you're not interested in finance, you're not interested in budget. No, I think it's time for us as women to sit on the table and start listening to the conversation and start asking questions about this, the terms they use, the monetary explanation they give, so that we can fit in this world which is no longer what we were brought up in. It's time for us to ask the right question. It's time for us to start Googling information about people, their net worth. What is net worth? What is financial freedom? What does somebody mean by net worth? Does it mean that person has that figure of that amount of money in his bank account or not? So please, ladies, this topic may be for you out of context. I think it's really relevant for us to start having this conversation. Before I continue this conversation or this story about Twitter, I would like to also let you know that there are many, many, many negotiations happening behind scenes. For those of you who might be interested in joint ventures on cosmetics, we have an offer on table. Contact me privately and we can take it forward. Ladies, Educate yourself. Ask questions. Go to network meetings, meet up with people that have more knowledge than you have so you can up level your game. Financial freedom doesn't come without the right words, without the right information, and without the accurate network. Take the time during the day, each day. It could be just 20 minutes. Go to CNBC, either online or on TV, and just listen to the conversation, the words they use, how they express themselves. And slowly you begin to understand that it's not rocket science. Let's continue. So, Musk originally took a 12.5 billion margin loan. Let's listen to this. 12.5 billion margin loan against stocks of his electric car market company Tesla to help fund his purchase of Twitter. But he reduced it to 6.25 billion earlier this month. So in April, he took a loan. Listen to this. He took a loan. Nowhere was it written that it was cash payment. It was a loan from his stocks. Listen to this. From his stocks of his electric car company, Tesla. One magic guy has stocks in a company, Tesla, and he took a loan of 12.5 billion. Then all of a sudden he understands that, oh no, those are fake accounts. All of a sudden he now sees that the shares of Twitter has gone down, and he says, oh no, I'm going to reduce the 12.5 to 6. Half the amount. It doesn't work that way. You can eat your cake and have it back, man. And it's going to cost you a fortune. Expert says Musk cannot place the deal on hold. He cannot place that deal on hold. In May, he says, oh, this might not go through. He's putting this on hold. If Musk walks away, he could be on the hook for a 1 billion breakup fee. Watch. 1 billion. How cool is that for you to have a deal with someone and the person decides, I don't want to do that anymore. And then you say, fine, you don't want to do that? Give me 1 billion. That's great, Twitter. That's great. And this should be a lesson for us all. It will happen again over and over because we did not do our due diligence. We did not do the check that we're supposed to do. We went full in just because of ego, just because we think we can. You can doesn't mean you should. And this is going to cause a lot of problem for Elon Musk. So, ladies, this is a great example that your emotions, you should be it should not, your financial or monetary decisions should really be based on facts and figures. And I'm really surprised to see a man of such caliber make such a blunder of mistake. I am really surprised. But hey, he's wealthy. He will survive. But how many of us will survive if we make such a mistake? It may not be a fee of 1 billion for sure. It will never happen to many of us. But it could be a fee of $50. It could be a fee of $10. It could be a fee of $5, $10,000. You decide to buy a house, then you change your mind. You have to pay a fee. There is a cut time. There's a period where you cannot retract from that commitment. It also happens with relationship, friendship. You don't keep your word, then somebody walks away. So let's try as women to start listening to this conversation. As women to start asking questions. It's not just the buy and sell that makes us financially independent. It's also the language, the people, the mistakes of others that will give us that edge to be financially independent. So as we saw from this from the some of the information, we saw 12.5 billion being reduced to 6 billion. We saw that he took a loan from his shares of Tesla to buy Twitter. So what are we going with away with today? We saw loan, we saw shares, we saw 12.5 billion, we saw a fee of 1 billion. Let's continue this conversation. Go home today. What are shares? Loan, we know that. But how much could it cost you if you walk away from a deal? That was it for me. The conversation is necessary. Definitions of words are necessary. Figures, facts and figures are necessary. You will not become financially free in the manner that most of us do. We buy, we sell, we make a little bit of benefit. So what? You will not be financially free if you do not own stocks. Stocks, really, listen again to the conversation. The word stock, go Google it. Do you have one? Many of us who have iPhones, we have telephones, we have internet, yet we do not own a stock or even a fraction of that stock. So you're giving your money away. You're paying people to own stuff that you yourself do not own a share of that. Let's think about it. You have a telephone, Motorola, I don't care, iPhone, whatever, I don't care. Go get a stock of that object, that thing that you own, because you're paying yourself back. You're part of that conversation. You can't just give and give and give and give. I have an iPhone, I have Apple stocks. I shop through Amazon, I have Amazon stocks. Get as small as a fraction of those stocks. Ladies, the conversation continues. Look in your household. What are the things you use? Ask yourself, do I have a stock of this thing? You've paid for it, you own no stock? What a shame. You have Nike shoes, you have whatever brand you have in your house. Please try and own a fraction of that, of a share of whatever you're wearing today, of the telephone you have, etc., etc. Stocks are going down. I know inflation is here. No one is going to run away from it. But we can all get out of it more intelligently. Do take care of yourself. Have a great weekend. Think about it. Message me privately or through Awif if you have questions. Message me if you're interested in joint ventures, because we have one right now on the table from, in fact, two right now on the table from South Africa. One in the wellness, one with natural cosmetic products. We are open for discussions, but I am not going to put it out here on YouTube or Facebook because you've got to work a little bit for it. Okay? And be careful when you go through those deals. If you don't go to the end, you're going to lose money. That's how it works. It's called business. Thank you so much for your time. I hope you found some value in this live stream. Please do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. And as from now on, I will only be going live on YouTube. Why? Monetary. Monetize, monetize, monetize. It's been too long that we've been taking and taking and taking, and nothing is coming in our case. Things are getting hard for our weave because the women do not, they do not go through. They did not put their best foot forward. And we cannot be giving and giving and giving. Africa has been taking most of the time. Do something with what you've been taking. Do something. Wake up. Too much information also is not good. So I have decided once a month is the maximum I can do. If there are reasons why I should come up more than once a month, I will do so. If you want your business to be on the forefront and you would like us to share the information for you, message us. We are ready to help. I'm ready to come up live and have a chat explain myself, give some information that I have, share my knowledge, my strength, and my weaknesses with you all. That's how we grow. That's how we grow. But please promise me one thing, that you start learning the words, the terminologies of of, that's around financial freedom. Stocks, real estate, shares, loans, we already know. Let's keep it at that for today. Take care. Bye bye.